So this is hiking day 20, Tuesday, June 30th. About 9:15. Camped out by a waterfall. Probably can't see it through all the... You can hear it more than anything. The creek kind of goes to the left and then to the right of our camp spot. And then it's got this cool little AT totem thing going on there. So this was camp for last night. I had my hammock hung between those two trees. And there's supposed to be a rope swing somewhere. Maybe I'll see it on the way out, but the water was just a little too cold when I got here yesterday. So the goal for today is another 9-point-something miles. We've got 9 miles today, 9 miles tomorrow, and then be in Port Clinton. And then I'm going to take the 2 days off there. So I'm about to have breakfast. I got up like 8 something. I woke up around 5:45, but I just wasn't feeling getting up. So I'm going to make some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, be the last of it, powdered milk. And that'll be breakfast, and then I'm finished packing up and be on the trail. And just to give you an idea how small these ticks are, I'm sitting here eating my breakfast and notice one crawling on my hand. Do you see how little that guy is? I mean, tiny. So always make sure to do your tick checks. Alright, so it is 11:30. Finally getting on to hiking for the day. I was trying to upload day 16 and one video clip was taking forever. But I finally got it there. So that video should be coming out shortly. Hopefully I'll get better service as I get closer to town and I can get the other 3 up. A southbounder just came through and he said the terrain is fairly easy for the next 10 miles. So just looking back at where we camped at. So if it's fairly easy terrain, I should still get there way before, or a little before dark. That's always good. The pack's feeling good today. I don't have near as much food. I won't be out of food when I get to Port Clinton, but I'm going to be close. So I'm starting to figure out this food thing. About how much I'm going to need and stuff like that. So I guess this creek split off in 3 different ways. Had a waterfall in the middle. The right ankle still bothering me a little. It does that when I first start in the mornings, and then by about midday it's not bothering me as bad until I step on that like I just did. Special pointed rock. But hopefully today and tomorrow will be in shorter days, and then taking some days off, they'll get over that. And here's a pipeline view. It's 12 o'clock. We've been about a mile. It's kind of a narrow view, but it's a view. We'll take it. The terrain wasn't too bad. It had a little bit of an uphill, but not too bad at all. So we're to make good time today. I think whoever was doing the blazes on this section of trail must have been drunk or something. You see that one on the tree right there? That's like normal, the 4x6 or whatever they're supposed to be. But all these ones that just came through are like that. They're just splatters of drippy paint. Like this here. Just splatters of drippy paint on a tree. For like a half a mile, just random splatters of paint. It looked like a new section of trail. I was walking along and the trail was covered with sticks and stuff, you know, like they do and they block it off. And then a new trail to the right. So, anyway, it kind of looks like that might have been the old trail coming through there. I don't know. It could be another trail or a critter trail. It still kind of looks new through here. But yeah, sometimes you'll have no blazes forever. And then you'll just have splatters of something that looks like a blaze. Blazes that are on trees and are laying on the ground. They kind of like that. I don't know exactly what you call that. And then you have some more of what I do. I do like sometimes they have these like reflective thumbtacks. That's kind of cool. Just getting close to dark. Is dark. You can see where you're going. I see there's another one of the splattered on blazes. I don't know. The terrain hadn't been too bad. Had a couple little rocky places, but overall pretty good. The right ankle is not protesting a whole lot, so that's a good thing. Rocksylvania is not all rock. We made it to the Franz Memorial Trail. It's not in the guidebook, so I can't use that as a reference to how far along I am. I know the uphill elevation for the day was in the first 2 miles, and we've been going flat now, so I'd say that's over. And it's 12:35, So we're probably 2 to 3 miles in for a 9-mile day. If it stays like this, we'll be able to knock it out. And then have a nice afternoon of hammock time. Then get up early tomorrow and roll into Port Clinton for some R&R. I hadn't figured out if I want to do a hotel, hostel, or it says you can camp at the gazebo in town for up to 2 days, which would be cool. Other than I'd like to get a shower, and they probably don't have those at the gazebo. Don't have any views listed really for today, so that's unfortunate. I know we get to New Hampshire, Maine, and that was views for all day. More views than you could ever video or take pictures of. Even like this, you managed to still find one of those dang rocks to step on the right way. Although it's not as painful as it was. So it's the second time I've had to cross that highway. I had crossed over it a little bit ago. Got about as far as I am right now. And some guy come running up and said, "Hey, trail magic just arrived." So, cold drinks. I had to go back for a cold soda. Couldn't resist. The blue trail to somewhere. So yeah, right there on the other side of the parking lot. The couple that had been hiking had to get off the trail. So they decided to do trail magic. And here is the guy that I usually camp with. Had to get up and get an early start to do his 9 miles. He missed out. So the early bird does not always get the worm. I think we've got like 5 miles left to go. And it's 2:30, so I've got plenty of time. The trail, from what I heard, is going to stay pretty much like what it is right here, so we should do fine. Of course, the only thing with stopping, even if it is for a couple of cold sodas and some snacks, you take your pack off and your feet and legs are like, "Oh, we're done for the day? Let's start getting stiff." So then you have to kind of go through the process of getting everything going again. But that's alright. I am shocked to see more rocks. I would have never thought Rocksylvania would have more rocks. If it wasn't for the rock, Pennsylvania would be a breeze. There's nothing, well, so far, there hasn't been any steep, really inclines. There's been decent hills, but nothing steep or long grades. But all these ankle-wrenching, foot-turning rocks will really wear you down. So we just had to walk through this boggy-like area. It's not like there's a shortage of rocks. And now I see there's like a big side away around it. Oh well. I figured there was probably anytime there's a muddy spot. It seems like everybody makes a new trail around it. Like there was enough limbs and sticks laying in it where I gotta cross it without sinking up too deep in the mud. I'm not sure how much further we got, but I'd say 3 miles or less. It's kind of a funky looking tree. Alright. It's been smooth sailing for a little bit now. Looks like a camp spot down there. There's two things Pennsylvania has no shortage of: rocks and campsites. There are campsites everywhere. They do have a shortage of white blazes on the trees, though, I've noticed. So we're not too far from camp. It's going on 4:30. I suspect we'll be there by 6. Trail's quite nice at the moment. It's been a nice day. It's been mostly cloudy. There's been a few times the sun's peeked out, but it never really got hot. It's 81 degrees, which is about 8 degrees cooler than what it's been being the last few days. My right ankle is feeling a little better today, but I'm still going to take those days off. Let my feet relax. It seems like, well, they had, I don't know, like 14 hours or something between yesterday's hiking and today's. But it seems like they just don't quite get enough time to recover the way they need to. So I think giving them 2 days off, I'll either be over 200 miles or right at it. I find myself not keeping track of the mileage all that much. But I'm making progress on the map, and that's all that counts. I think I'll probably be in Katahdin toward the end of September. So that's plenty of time, and just in time because it's going to start being cold. So yeah, if you come hike the AT, don't get all wrapped up in the mileage. Just do what you feel like. Build your hiker body, and then the miles will come. This isn't a competition, and you're going to meet cool people along the way, but if they hike faster than you, let them go. There's always somebody else down the trail. If you're just all wrapped up with a small group of crazy people, you miss out on meeting all the other crazy people. And there's a bunch of crazy people. And another thing that affects your mileage is terrain. Terrain like this, you can stroll. I can easily do over 2 miles an hour on terrain like this. But then when you hit those rocks and stuff, you have to slow down. Or if you go down hills with those steep rock steps. So we'll get to camp here in a little bit, set up the old hammock, relax, and then tomorrow it's like another 9 miles into Port Clinton. And the good thing is there's another town 2 days north of Port Clinton, so I don't have to buy much food. Because I'll be walking through another town in 2 days. So I'd say we're a mile or less from the shelter. It's 5:30. The trail got a little rocky, but not for very long. Just enough to wake my feet back up. It seems like about the time they start feeling better, I have to go over a bunch of rocks, and then they have to twist all different kinds of ways. And then they start griping again. When your feet get grumpy, you get grumpy. Been going through a lot of this tall grass. I sprayed my clothes with permethrin before I got started. So far the only time I found ticks have been on like my legs, on times that I was not wearing socks. And then that one time on my hand. So I have not found any anywhere under where my clothes would normally be. So I suppose it's doing its job. I was going to put on some bug spray, with DEET this morning because the bugs were horrible at the campsite last night. And I had one of those little plastic squirt repels. It held like a ½ ounce or something. And I went to squirt it and nothing came out. And it was almost empty. I think I had used it twice or something. Back on day hikes, I didn't really check it. I just threw it in my bag. So I'll just buy like a small can of off Deep Woods when I get to town. I know it's a little heavier, but it should last for more than twice. So this has been the trail. We just came up in a fern field over knee-high grass. Here we're kind of taking it slow in the grass. For one, I can't see the rocks. And for two, if there's a rattlesnake or something in the grass, I would prefer he hear me and get out the way before I just step on him. I'm not too afraid of stepping on one. They usually hear the vibrations of you walking and are gone before you get there, unless they're asleep. But they usually do that sunning on a rock. Anyway, we'll be at the shelter soon. It's about 5:40. And set up camp and relax till bedtime. So we made it to the eagle's nest, 0.3 mile, and we're done. The eagle will be landed. It is 3 minutes till 6, so right on time. We left camp at 11:30 this morning. Had a 45-minute or so stop for some trail magic, and roll into camp at 6 o'clock. It was a 9-something mile day, so that's not too bad. The eagle's nest. Doesn't look much like a nest.